You have a tiny percent chance. So we don't know what tiny means. Does tiny mean 5%? Does it mean 25%? Probably not 25, but it's a low chance, right? And it costs 20,000 a chance. So trying to get this up to 15 and then to 16 is going to be so brutal. How the heck are you, everybody? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to my channel. This is day 9 in our free-to-play series for the beautiful game Watcher of Realms. Today we've got quite a nice video. We're going to go through the account a bit. We are going to make our third 6-star champion, but most importantly, we're going to talk about gold, the awkward thing no one wants to talk about the in-game money. But actually, a lot of people want to talk about it. But it's certainly a problem as you progress in this game. So we're going to talk about how we're planning to tackle it, when we're going to tackle it, and what I think is the best way to do it. Without further ado, guys, let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
So guys, we have just wrapped up day 9, and I'm quite excited to start by saying we've officially been accepted into the content creator program for the game for Watcher of Realms. I really appreciate the support. I think this is going to help the channel in a really big way. I'm going to get a lot of early access to news and stuff that I can share with you guys. And also I'm going to get a huge library. I already have gotten the library of digital assets. So like great images we can use in our videos and in our thumbnails, stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. More on that at the end of the video. If we hop here to the Oracle's trial, let's jump right in. You'll see we have 2 active tournaments right now, one that just wrapped up. This is the Awakening of Heroes, which surprisingly we actually podiumed in. So we got 3rd place, which gives us 5 extra Isolde fragment shards. Unfortunately, because we started so late, it's definitely not going to be enough to summon her. I hope a lot of you guys were able to summon her. She's a very cool champion. She's a Lord Defender. She can add extra block with a special skill. It'd be excellent to have her. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a little longer, but we started about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through the event, and we still are going to come kind of close, like over halfway to finishing it. So that's pretty exciting to know that like in the future, we shouldn't really have trouble with these events. We're set up pretty good. We're doing the right thing. But yeah, 3rd place, we got 2 summoning shards. Then I'll just show Cave of Relics. I think this is the newbie tournament, the newbie Oracle trial everyone gets put into. So you see there's not much competition in my group. I mean, we've got this guy here who's like level 5. But 42, 46, we're blowing him out of the water. That will be another 2 summons for us. That should be pretty nice. And finally, we have this Vault in the Sands. So this is a Gear Raid tournament specifically for Gear Raid 2, which I've been kind of happily farming. More on that in a second, just because we're finally getting some of our first Mythic gear. I haven't leveled any of it, but we have a couple nice pieces. And you know, these games are all about the gear, right? That's how you really can push your content. We are not in 3rd place, so we're not in line for the fragment shards. Could we push it? Yes. Am I going to? I don't know. I don't really think we need to. Yeah, like we're not going to get her anyway. If anyone knows, you can let me know in the comments, like if there's a benefit to having like 50 shards versus 55 shards of her. But I get the sense it's just we're going to fail the fusion. Unfortunately. So lots of red dots here that we can ignore. However, I do want to go into the events. So a bit of bad news that frustrates me. I'm not used to in these games with like hero training and ranking up events, them coming so infrequently. So we do have the Awakening of Heroes event that just ended. But if you look here, we can see all the way to Friday where we do have some really nice things coming, but nothing for ranking up, leveling up heroes, which is too bad because we're going to 6-star champion today. If there was one in like 2 or 3 days, maybe I would wait. Because I really want to double down and not only get the benefit of making another 6-star champion, but also like getting some rewards from an Oracle trial or events, but doesn't seem to be an option. So we have 2 new events that open today, the Duel of Champions. You're gonna have to really be on top of it, guys. You need 40 wins to get the top rewards, I believe it is. Let's double check that really fast. Where's the info button? Yes, so it's 5 points a win. Yeah, so you need 40 wins to get the 200 points. And how much do you get? So if you lose, it's kind of nearly a wash. You only get 1 point. So I don't know if anyone knows the exact time for regen of a ticket. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 or 3 hours. But you get basically your 5 tickets when you wake up, probably if it totally reloaded, and then you get 2 from the idle rewards. So that's 7. So you kind of got to expect to win all those and then 3 more. So I'd say you're going to have to expect to fight 12 to 14 times a day, unless you're really, really strong, and then hope you win 10 of them. But we're definitely going to try to do this. It'd be nice to get the epic skill crystal, but I do think even if you can get the 170 or 190, it'd be really nice. Tales of the Smith, this is going to be a big topic of today's video. Gold is such a colossal problem for us. And I actually say this event, the rewards do not look that juicy. However, the really exciting thing, we are going to be getting a crazy event this weekend. So you can pre-register for it, guys. Be sure to do this so you get some free stamina and some free diamonds. But if we look over here to the event calendar, we have 2 special summons coming up. So first is for Captain Rave, and he's got a 10x event, so 10 times chances to get him. And then with 250 summons, you will get him guaranteed. So that we won't have 250 summons, but for those of you who've been saving a lot or spending a bit, maybe you can do it. He seems like a cool champion. He's a defender, I believe, magic-based defender. And he looks tremendous, man. The artwork in this game is getting better and better. Super impressed by it. We'll go over his kit and everything in a separate video. Also, from the event itself, you can win a Siren, who, as you saw, we just pulled. But, I mean, actually, let's see what his Awakening 1 is. Okay, increases the damage of ground effect on base attack at 10%. I mean, seems fine. So we'll get him Awaken 1. So he's not the most exciting champion in the game, but he does just have out-and-out big AoE ground damage. So really good for a Gear Raid 1. Really good for anything where you got to put out some major AoE kind of stuff. EoE, maybe I've got Iona on the mind or something. And then coming along with the Void Tower, the Void Rift, excuse me, we are getting some Festive Frenzy. Very unclear to me exactly what that's going to be like. But then also next weekend, we'll have 2 other 10x events with raid ups on these 2 crazy champions. So we got Arrogance, who from my understanding is one of the very best fighters in the game. Certainly we will go through him in a separate video, along with this guy, Razak, who is just drop dead gorgeous. Crazy. So it's gonna be a fun little time for us. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. So like I said, we have enough to make a 6-star. We're gonna do that, and then I want to talk about gold. It's about time we talked about the elephant in the room. I mean, everyone's talking about it, and it's officially become a problem for us. So I have 242,000, which maybe isn't that little, but I actually did sell off like all the gear I'm not using, and then I even did like 3 or 4 runs on stage 5 because we were that desperate, and I really wanted to make sure we could do a 6-star hero for you guys in the video, which I believe costs 100,000, right? Yes, okay. So good thing that I saved up some gold. Okay, so let's quickly go through our 6 stars we have right now. So single target burst magic damage from Amani. Quite happy with her. Got her Awaken 1, and then we've got our main man, best guy on our account, Baron. Just fantastic tank. So that's a defender right there. So I think, you know, could we justify bringing any of these legendaries to 6 stars? Will we bring them all to 6 stars? I'm certain we will. But I think we can narrow it down to 3 people. I think one of the legendaries, Nyx. I think the fighter, Deimos. And finally, our main healer, Vortex. So I'll just start with Vortex since we're clicked on it now. Vortex is so good. HP-based healer, big AoE heals. We really love him. Puts up cool shields on his ultimate. However, he's lacking for base stats. So he's way back at 5868 HP, and he's HP based. So we can definitely get this number up by putting some of our new, much better gear. This gear is pretty stinky, you know? But still kind of low, and he benefits immensely in terms of increasing his HP by going, let's just hop to the gallery here and go to healer, by getting him up to 6-star. So guys, you go to hero details, max level. So he's up to 8752. So that's a big difference, right? We're talking about, so from near 6,000 to near 9,000, we're talking about like a 50% increase almost. I mean, that's pretty significant. It would help us tremendously, and we need to 6-star him, but maybe it can wait, I think, because we're so desperate for DPS. The main motivation I would have is I think if he had bigger HP, we get bigger heals, and then we'd get bigger shields, which would really help us in Gear Raid 2, where we're making the most progress. I think that's the easiest Gear Raid to progress further in right now. Probably the same for a lot of people. Unfortunately, I think we will wait a little longer, and let's narrow it down then to our 2 DPS. Actually, let's stay in the gallery so we can see what they look like when they're fully done. So where is Deimos? Did I pass fighters? I must have. All the way at the top. Wow. Great job. Deimos, so cool. A lot of people really want this champion. We've been very lucky to get him. He's just unbelievable. with his passive combined, with his ultimate combined with this passive with getting stacks on a single target for the guild boss. For any place where there's one single boss, which yeah, for us is mostly the guild boss. He can also probably be good like in the single target arena, like what we have up now. And then I think he would really, really shine in the artifact material raid. However, as much as I want to focus guild boss, because that seems like the only reliable way to really get legendary skill crystals once you get higher, I think it's gonna have to wait a bit because I don't think he's as universal a DPS as what the account is kind of begging for right now, since we really are hurting for it. So you can figure out by process of elimination. I think we're gonna go with Nyx. I'll just go here to hero details. She's got, let me max this out, tremendous base attack. So she really slaps. She's got AoE on AoE on AoE, two very cool passives. I really enjoy this one when she like throws her dagger out. When it comes back, you get a little 30% AoE. It's just like a little extra burst that you're always getting. She's been really good for us right now, even with not good gear and only 5 stars. So I'm very confident she's going to make a big difference to the account. And I can see her putting her in a ton of content, using her like all over the campaign, using her in Gear Raid 3, using her in Gear Raid 1, a million things, you know, any of the material raids. She's really just going to shine in everything. She can help us push the top one in marksman promotion. So it's hard to decide between all these guys. Fortunate for us, the account's really developed the past few days, so we have some good options. But I think Nyx, for the way our account is right now, maybe not as exciting an option as like a Deimos. I don't know, but it's got to be her, baby. You also see she has none of her accessories on. I put that all on Deimos for my guild boss run. We still use her all the time. Okay, so let's make a 6-star. What do y'all say? So we did get 1 5-star from an event, a 5-star second power, and then I've made my fodder. Let's do a quick ad, and boom, we have 3 6-stars on the account. So we're getting like 6-star every 3 days or so. That's a pace for sure. I think I would love to see in events, a rank up event or an Awakening Heroes event pop up starting Saturday or something. Because then I can wait till Saturday to make another 6-star. I don't know if I could wait much longer than that, but I think probably we'll do Vortex next. Vortex or Deimos, or we'll see. I mean, we won't do any pulls till Saturday. But yeah, and we will do pulls this Saturday. And guys, please let me know if you want me to pull your shards for you. I'm going to do a big shard summoning day, either probably Friday evening, my time, maybe Saturday if people prefer it. But yeah, and I would say try to just use your summons because you're going to need your energy. And you're going to get your energy using your diamonds. So let's just keep ourselves honest right now. I love to do this. Boom. Let's just buy 10 of these bad boys. Sweet. I like to keep like 150 to 200 at least in there just for when the 70 gem shards pop up. Summoning crystals, excuse me. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to keep our energy supply nice and high all the time because I like to do whatever content I want to do when I want to do it. But most importantly, I want to have a stockpile to address the big problem, the elephant in the room, like I said, which is gold. It's really brutal. So you see we have no 2x active right now. If you click the gold bonus, which you're going to want to do when you farm gold, well, very quickly, how do you farm gold? You're going to want to go to resource raid, you go to gold raid, and then ideally you're going to be further than me, and you're going to be on stage 7, right? Farm stage 7, and you get a nice chunk of gold. But if you're doing it, you can't do it all the time. You want to make sure you have a gold bonus active. How can you get a gold bonus? Even if you're a whale or something, the only way you can get it, unless they show up in packs, and I haven't seen that, is from this part of the Dwarven Association, the guild shop. So it costs 450 guild coins. Is that what these are called? Yes, guild coins, which is like not a small amount. Maybe you get much more if you're in a higher ranked guild or if you're doing higher levels of Nightmare guild boss. But for us, I mean, we're at 350. Last week, I didn't buy any of the gold. So last week, I only bought these 2 out. So that's 400. And then I bought all 4 of these, which I won't do again. And I really suggest you don't either. So that's 320. So we got 720 last week. And then we already have another 350 coming into this week. So let's say you probably get about 1,000 coins a week. So I would say pretty sure you should buy the gold bonus every single week and time it out perfectly for when you got a lot of time. You can activate that bonus and just burn a bunch of energy and really wait till you're on stage 7. So that's our plan right now. And then I would say you can also drop 400 here to get some rare summons. But we're gonna wait because hopefully we'll get the gold bonus sooner rather than later because we have some gear we really wanna level. So let me show you guys something. Who is wearing this? Okay, so look at this, guys. I'm not gonna do it right now, or maybe I'll just demonstrate. You have a tiny percent chance. So we don't know what tiny means. Does tiny mean 5%? Does it mean 25%? Probably not 25, but it's a low chance, right? And it costs 20,000 a chance. So trying to get this up to 15 and then to 16 is gonna be so brutal. And I'm really already trying to reconsider pieces I want to even bring up at all, you know? So at the beginning, we just needed gear to put on everyone. But if it's not going to be a great piece, can we even afford to invest it, literally afford it with the golden game? I don't think so. So this piece I was very excited about with a crit rate sub and an attack bonus sub, nice secondary stats. But you see we got pretty bad rolls. I think I will bring it to 16 just because we got to bring it up. It's so close. But there's a lot of gear where I think you're going to reach a point like I have where you got to be like, wow, can I actually afford to do this? Anyone who's more experienced, if you want to give me an approximation, I've actually never plus 16 a piece of gear yet in this game. How much do you think it costs? I would guess it's got to be a couple 100,000, if not like $1 million gold. It seems crazy. But you'll see we do have some mythic pieces now from doing the Gear Raid 2 event. So here's a nice piece, right? A pretty nice piece at least, because we got HP bonus here. I don't really care about the set per se. At this point, we're really just caring about primaries and secondary stats, but nice defense percent bonus. This is a piece I would like to bring that's on our Regulus right now. So really nice for a tanky guy or maybe a nice healer like Vortex that's HP based. But at plus 12, how much is it going to cost us? We're going to have to see, but I think it's going to be really expensive. But you know, before we were pretty comfortable bringing to plus 12 and we just needed gear to throw on people for stats, these flat stat pieces. I think we're at the point where those flat stat pieces are like insta sells nearly. I won't do it yet because I do want to experiment a bit, maybe do some calculation on average how much it's costing to get things to plus 12 and stuff. I think getting your mythic gear leveled up is going to be like the main way to get points in these Forge events. However, I can confidently say I don't think we'll ever plus 16 this, even if even plus 12 it, but for certainly we'll never plus 16 a flat stat piece. So we're gonna have to start getting really picky with it, and really just let's see if we can find a piece that really speaks to us. So this piece, right? So this is a piece. This probably be the first piece I will try to go do, you know. But it's probably gonna have to come to the point where the event's live now, so we can just do it. Let's bring it to 8. I think bring it to 8 seems to cost like 40 to 60,000. So what we started around the 143 or something. If we get a terrible crit rate roll and a terrible flat attack roll like that, I think this is the kind of piece maybe we bring to 12 and then stop and never bring to 16 because it's not going to be anything close to an endgame piece. Can it help? Okay, solid flat attack roll. This is a piece we're really going to have to think about, right? Amazing substats. We get crit rate, we get attack, and then we got 2 nice bonuses as well. But I think at the point of our account, bringing it to 12, losing no sleep over it, right? Because it's such a good primary main bonus. But with these secondaries and how expensive I think this is going to be, we're really going to have to evaluate even a piece that looked this good on paper. Can this go to 16? You know? So gold is everyone's been saying it and telling me about it for a while, but gold is a problem. The only way I've seen that you can whale out on gold, which I do not suggest you do. How do I get to the gem shop? I guess I just have to click here. Okay, diamond shop. If you go here, you can buy gold for 70 diamonds for 10,000 gold. I question if even 70 for 100,000 would be a good deal, but 70 for 10,000 is nonsense, man. Just do some math, right? 70 for 10,000, even where we're at right now in the gold raid, one run without a bonus gives you 16,800, and that costs 22, right? So for one free bonus, let's just say it costs 20 just to make the math easy, one free bonus, large bonus of stamina, like the potions, not free, but the ones you save up, which you can buy for 60 gems, not 70, that gives you 200 stamina. So we could do approximately 10 runs, like 9.5 runs, right? Something like that. So let's just call it 10. Then you're talking about 168,000, even without a bonus live for double gold. So never buy that, man. Unless you're like the whale of all whales and you bought all 99 stamina refills, you used them all, and now you want to do it, but I don't know if that ever will happen, right? That's crazy. How could you need that much gold? However, you can see how efficient it gets, so 16.8, and then if you get here, it's all the way up to 27 for only 4 more energy. So basically you're getting like 1.5 times more, nearly, even a little more than that, for 1.5, for only 4 energy more. So we really want to get there. So how do you get there? How do we get, this is a good way to conclude it. So let's say we save up the right amount of guild coins, so we can go into the Dwarven's Association and we can, excuse me, my game is gonna freeze right now. You go to the guild shop, you have the 450 guild coins, you can buy your bonus, you're already, you stocked up like me, you have excuse me, wrong button. You have at least, let's say at least 10 or 15 stamina potions, maybe like 25 or 30 or 40. You're ready to just unload like 2,000, 3,000 energy into your gold runs. And I think it's the kind of thing you're gonna do all in one thing. So maybe once a week, you're just gonna sit down and maybe you got a good book, you're gonna watch a movie with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, something like this. You're gonna go out and you put on the auto clicker and you just get after that. Take full advantage of the gold bonus being open. But how do you do it efficiently so you're on stage 7, not stage 5 like us? Well, you gotta push into the hard campaign. We've actually reached a point here where it's starting to live up to its name and be hard. We can beat this, but I didn't want to do it yet because I was having trouble to do it with all heroes alive. However, I'm gonna have a big tips video coming out, but 1,000,000% worth mentioning that if you do bring an assist unit, so let's say I bring this Wrath from my friend Asfar46, if you can still 3-star it, and it still counts towards your 3-star progress. The only thing you're gonna miss out on is you won't be able to auto fight it, but you're never gonna auto fight these things. So if there's one place you're gonna wanna use these helpers, just a tip here, like these support units, please use the assist units in the campaign. But it's getting hard, and I remember how hard 715 was in normal. I mean, our account's stronger now, but imagine what that's gonna be like in hard. But yeah, we're very close to getting to stage 6. And when I get there, depending on how desperate I am, even without the bonus, I might do like 5 runs, just so we have some gold. Because I've had a lot of points, especially yesterday, where I was at like 400 gold, 4,500 gold, 2,800 gold, just like, it's not a fun feeling. So yeah, to recap, how do you address this gold problem? How are you ever gonna have the gold to level up your units, the gold especially to enhance your gear? Well, that's gonna come down to efficient gold farming in stage 7 in the raid. You're gonna go into the Dwarven Association once a week, save up those guild coins, buy the 2x, then take some more gems, or hopefully you've saved up, get tons of huge energy, huge stamina refills, huge potions, and just blast this thing for like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever runs. And yeah, but once you're on stage 7. So hopefully we get there soon, because I don't like having this problem. I see how people are getting frustrated, but I think if we just go about this and we just say, hey, it's like a necessary evil of the game. Like once a week, we have to like go to work and make our money, go to work and get our gold. I think that's what it's gotta be for us. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I hope it's helpful, and I hope this isn't falling on deaf ears. I know a lot of people are shouting it from all different corners, so I hope y'all agree. Okay, so to wrap up, let's go to Arena. I was waiting to claim these rewards with you guys. So we got to gold 3. We were so close to platinum. Maybe it was a pipe dream, because I think our team is like a 102,000 BP, and the lowest teams I was seeing was like 130 to 140,000, with most teams in gold 3 being like 180 to 220, 230,000. BP. So we were really out leveled, but we did pretty good. But you can see these rewards are okay. Like this, we knew we were getting the diamonds and the arena coin. Very, very cool. 1 crystal for a whole week of work. I don't know about that. 40K gold. I don't know about that. I would certainly presume in platinum, I'll just go here to rank real fast. So you can see we got 2 exquisite chests. I would imagine 1 luxurious chest will be a lot nicer. So I think for sure we'll be at platinum. You see they just demoted us in a big way. But yeah, we were all the way up to 1,381. So we were just 29 points away, but I couldn't do it. Arena is a good transition to go to the storyline. We are about 1/5 of the way. Is that correct? Is this 10 slots? About 1/5 of the way through chapter 14 out of 18 chapters. It might seem like we're close, but I definitely presume like these last 2 chapters are gonna be brutally hard. I wouldn't be surprised if chapter 18 is like beat Gear Raid 1 on stage 17 or 18 or something that for sure we can't do. So even though it feels close, I think this is a ways off to getting Volca. But we're nearly done with this one. We need to do 6 more arena battles. And then we'll just keep plugging away at it. So yeah, right now the focus, I think today, I will also say in the campaign, we have cleared Epic Chapter 1. We had to do that for a Hero's Path. Cool way to get rewards, guys. I haven't claimed the energy yet, but we got 6 summoning crystals. So these 2 from this chest, then 3, then 1. So I think that's probably the same for everyone, yeah. Really cool way to get, at least these first 2, really cool way to get crystals. If you're hurting, maybe you need them for next weekend for the cool events. And this was pretty easy, Chapter 1. I'm sure it's gonna get harder, but you see we 3-starred it like on our first try. But yeah, hard campaign is going to be the focus. Hopefully the 6-star Nyx goes a long way. We'll definitely get her fully promoted today. Very excited to try her out. We're definitely gonna have a guide coming out on her very soon as well. Okay, so I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Oh, I will finally say, you know where we're gonna leave it? We're gonna leave it in the guild boss. So let's claim our rewards. And guys, what we've been doing is we get we can auto, we get like 700 something. I'll put a screenshot up right now of how we did today or yesterday. I don't remember when I took the last screenshot. But on the hard boss, nice and easy. And then on Nightmare, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the 680. And one tip I will say there is don't be afraid. You won't get the auto battle if you do get top rewards, but if you're struggling even to get 1, 2, or 3 rewards, you can bring a friend's hero. So I remember I brought my friend's Abomination, and we did quite well. We got in the 500s somewhere. So hopefully in these next 2 or 3 days, we'll get up to reward 4. But yeah, let's claim these rewards and see. Finally, I want to say, guys, so we're officially a content creator now. So I'm definitely going to have the opportunity, if I decide to accept, to get lots of gems as an official content creator, as compensation, I guess. But I wanted to kind of I'm gonna have a separate video about this, but I wanted to have a specific discussion with you guys, the viewers, what you think we should do with if I should accept those gems or not. Because is it still free to play if I'm getting a handful of gems every month from the program? I don't know. Definitely it's not the most raw experience, right? I was also thinking maybe we do 1 month or 2 months and we don't touch those gems. We keep a log of it. We only use the gems we in ourselves. There's some things we can do there, some things we can play around with. But yeah, this is definitely a conversation I want to have with you guys. But yeah, very excited to be a part of it. Very excited with the growth that we're having. And then also I got to get off now because I'm about to go get on FaceTime with Ivy Lee because we are doing a collaboration today. We're going to have 2 videos coming out this week. So if you're a fan of hers, you're a fan of mine, look out for those. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.